Hi, welcome back. This is the second episode of the 18 discontinued masterpiece fragrances, or actually what I consider masterpiece fragrances. So first episode, if you didn't catch it, check it out over there. And this is the second episode. So we're going to go through 6 of the fragrances in each episode. So 666. Well, hold on a second. That's I didn't put that right. 3 6s. Hey, let's move on. So this is fragrance number 12. This is fragrance number 12, but before I actually get into that, I should also caveat that this series was, I guess, inspired by a quote from this book, or I should say an axiom from this book called Axioms and Digressions by TGRMSK. Again, here I am wearing the hoodie as well, and it was axiom number 46, I think. Let me have a look at this. There it is. It says, forgive and remember, or repeat and regret. And again, this is really talking back to me about fragrances that have been discontinued that I've actually really loved and adored, and that I haven't been smart enough to get backup bottles of when the price was reasonable, and now the prices are not reasonable, and I lament the fact that I did not get those backup bottles. Silly boy, but I've learned and I have fixed the errors of my ways for future. So kicking off, number 12 in this second episode of discontinued masterpiece fragrances is this one that I think got a lot of flack from the fragrance community when it was released. But here it is. It's Gucci Guilty Absolute for Men. And I think this is a ridiculously good scent. Far out. It looks like this. It looks like tonic water in this sort of bottle as well. It's fantastic. But this is leather. This is leather. I don't care what anyone says. This is the only note that's in here, and it is leather. It's not like the leather that you would think about. Oh yes, I know what leather smells like in perfumery. No, you don't. This is leather from a leather factory. This is leather from like brand new pair of boots that you just grabbed and smelled. You know what I mean? That's real leather. Whatever the chemicals they use in tanning the actual, or curing the leather or anything like that. That's what this is. And it's I've got a really strong scent memory tied to this scent profile, and I'll probably go more in depth into it on its own, because I am going to review this on its own because it does deserve it. It's fantastic. It's phenomenal. I purchased this at full retail from the Gucci boutique because it was just that good. It was just that good. The first time I smelled it, I thought, what the hell are they thinking? Because before this, you have to think about, before this, they had released, you know, all the Gucci Guilty line and the Gucci by Gucci line, and all this other crap. Really, they hadn't released anything good for such a long time. And they came out with the oud one. Was it Intense Oud? That was really good. Unfortunately, I don't have a bottle of that. But when this came out, I thought, I need to get this. This is awesome. And it took me a while to sort of realize that, hey, this is probably one of the first good things they've done for a long time. Unfortunately, because no one likes this kind of scent, I love it. It probably didn't sell very well, so it's been discontinued. And prices are now stupid cheap, so you can get this. It's not loved very much. It's probably not a safe blind buy either, but you should still be able to find it in retail stores, or even get testers, or even decants off eBay or something like that. So go ahead and grab it. It's phenomenal. It's really different. You will stand out. It's kind of like ombre leather, but without the fruity notes, kind of like that. And the leather note in the Bulgari one, what's that called? Black Orient. So that was similarities. But yeah, Gucci guilty, absolute Ohm. Grab it while you can. Discontinued masterpiece. And so we get to number 11, I think. And number 11 on the list is something we have to talk about. Let's talk about Aqua Amara. Aqua Amara, man, Aqua Amara, what can I say about this? Other than the fact that I don't like the bottle, but luckily I've got the box. And they make cool boxes. Like I said, Bulgari over-engineer the boxes, always. Let's chuck it there. But this is it, the little pebble. This is the bottle, it'll give you a good look. And it's flat like that, and this is the atomizer here. And oh, so good. So it's a fantastic atomizer, as you could see. This is, so if you, okay, hot day, you're at the beach, you're waist deep in water. You look down and you see some seaweed. So you grab it, and as you grab it, you find that there is a mandarin. A mandarin underneath the actual seaweed. And then you take a bite of this. That's Aqua Amara. That's what it is. And it's the oddest combination of notes because you won't find mandarin floating around the beach entangled in sea grass. But if you did, you'd get this, a fantastic scent. It's been hyped up a little bit, but I think it deserved it. And for sure, you should buy a bottle if you don't have it. It's hard to find now, which is really odd, but it was everywhere for a while. Aqua Amara, discontinued, masterpiece. Masterpiece. And it's just gonna lay there on the, that's odd. And number 10 on the list is one that I actually called for it to be discontinued in a video that I did over here, calling for this particular fragrance to be discontinued last year. And they listened to me, unfortunately, before I knew about it, and I found out about it too late, and now I do not have a backup. It is this, it's Zeno by Davidoff. Again, fantastic. People liken it to a Tom Ford scent. I think it's Bois de Jour, I'm not quite sure, but it's a really nice sort of scent. Here it is, fantastic. Let me spray it. Oh, that's better. Oh yeah, good. Patchouli. I think I just ate some of that patchouli, but it's really, really nice. It was extremely cheap. It's been like in the $20 sort of range for a 125 ml bottle. 125 ml bottle? 125 ml bottle, 22 bucks, 25 bucks or something like that. It was stupid cheap. And now, well, it's not available at the online retailers that I usually frequent. And so I went to the grey market, and yeah, prices are definitely gone up for this. But if you can find one at a reasonable price, grab it. It's that good. From the 80s, but still so good. Performance is great on this as well. Masterpiece. Masterpiece. Discontinued. Why wouldn't people buy this? Oh, you know why? Because they want to pay like 4 or 5 times more for a Tom Ford that smells identical? I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, let's move on. So what did we do? We did 12, 11, 10, 9. Yeah, that's the number. Okay, now we're getting into my number territory because I've only got 10 fingers. The next one on the list is this one. It is a Lolita Lempicka Ohm masculine, and everybody knows that this has been discontinued. That's the box. This is the bottle. It looks like this, like that. Cool lid. And I like the fact that the lid only fits properly if you put it on the right way. I like that about this for some reason. It's really weird. It's the same sensation as when you're trying to insert a USB cable, and you always have to twist it and it's still wrong, and then you go again the right way up and it works the third time. I know you know what I'm talking about. So I'll spray this out. Aniseed. Aniseed, one of my favorite notes, or one of my favorite scents really. Aniseed is just all over my life growing up. It's a very popular drink that they drink. It has aniseed in it. It's called arak, and it's also one of my favorite drinks as well. So aniseed, I'm a big fan of. Anything licoricey I really like, and this is quite prominent in that. It's sweet as well, but not like modern standards sweet. It's sweet from like the early 2000s sort of version of sweet. So it's really cool. It's been discontinued. However, this one, there is a silver lining in the cloud, because there is a fragrance called Lempicka Ohm, and that one is pretty much identical to this. So when everyone freaked out and then the prices of these went stupid crazy, because this was really cheap as well, and then Lempicka Ohm came out. People were like, oh no, Lempicka Ohm, it's not that great, it's a shadow of its former self, and the performance isn't there and the longevity isn't there. No. The scent is pretty much identical, except, yeah, okay, I'll give you that. The performance isn't as good as this. These were known to be really good projecting and very well performing fragrances, and they are, and it is, because I haven't really had to use too much of it to drown out everything else. But the new one, I don't care. At least it's available, and it's like a ton cheaper than getting one of these on the grey market now. But then again, this is the original. It is still discontinued. It is still a masterpiece. So that's why it's on this list. Number 8 on this list is just a wow kind of fragrance. And you probably only come across these once in an era. It is this. It's Eau Sauvage Parfum. Now, the 2012 version was discontinued, and then the 2017 version came out, which this is. This is the 2017 version, and this is a bottle from 2019. And as you can see, I've already used up a bit of it, and I love this magnetic cap. Oh, great. This is fantastic. Watch this. Yeah, Dior does the best atomizers in the business. So this is it. Look at that. Bang. Look at that. It's fantastic. So it's Eau Sauvage. It's the fragrance you know and don't like because it was worn by an uncle of yours or something like that. And look, I'll give Eau Sauvage original its due because it's just lasted the test of time. It's got the formula right, and there's enough people through so many generations that have loved it. But this is probably the best take on it. Even better than the 2012 version. I said it, come at me, go right ahead. I'm up for the challenge. But this 2017 version is more wearable than the 2012 version. And I've said it previously, and I'll say it again. I've said it previously in a different video where I mentioned this. And I also mentioned the kind of person that wears this fragrance. And I think I've got another full review coming up for this because it certainly deserves one. Unfortunately, it has been discontinued as well. I can still find it in some department stores. It's still at full price. I did pay full retail for this as well. But yeah, it is getting certainly harder to find. And I'm pretty sure, given that this was never cheap at the discounters, that when it hits the grey market, it's going to be even more not cheap. So get it while you can. And the last one on this second episode is number 7 of the discontinued masterpieces, and it is this one. It is L'Homme Ideal Cologne. Now this is one of the ones that had made such a good first impression on me that I thought, wow, that's amazing. Let me look this up a little bit more. And here is the bottle. Even on the back, It's really cool. You can see through it. I love this bottle. It's fantastic. It's sort of got like a translucent, it's got a translucent sort of plastic rim around it, and the cap is really nice, even though it's not metallic or magnetized. The atomizer is phenomenal. And overall, it's got that Guerlain mark of quality all over it. And I was smart and I bought 2 backup bottles. So I'm not lamenting this. Oh, fantastic. It just makes me feel happy every time I wear this. It's one of those ones that just puts a smile on your face. And I've already talked about this one in the previous video. Same one as the Dior Eau Sauvage Parfum one, and the kind of person that would wear this fragrance. But yeah, for me, it just puts a smile on my face, and it's a fantastic scent. Best one in the line. I don't care about the original Eau de Parfum or the Intense or anything like that, because those fragrances have all been done. This one is so cool because it's got that citrus, it's got that almond, it's got that creaminess, but it's really uplifting. And it actually lasts for a very long time, and it projects really well, and I get tons of compliments from it. So there you go. This one. Discontinued masterpiece. This was like 18 bucks, 20 bucks for a 50 ml bottle. Now people trying to charge upwards of $100 for it, but you can still find them very reasonably priced on the gray market because there was tons of them. Grab it while you can. This is a safe blind buy. Get it. And so that is the last one for this second episode. Coming up will be the top 6 of the discontinued masterpieces, and a very controversial one in there as well. So once again, thank you very much, and thank you for watching.